What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, we have one of the couch boys today.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Victor Castillo. And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have Chris King in the house.
What's up, man? How are you?
Dude, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Really appreciate you coming out. Yeah, man.
Yeah, place is great.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And and this is a special day because this is actually during the week.
Yeah. Thursday
episode for people. But let everybody know what city you're repping.
Right now I'm living in Jurupa Valley, out there in the IE.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Quite a drive.
It is.
Oh, wow.
That's all right.
All right.
Jurupa Valley, you said?
Yeah.
Jurupa Valley?
Yeah, Jurupa Valley.
Are there spots out there, or how is it out there?
A lot of spots, but a lot of really bad concrete stuff that needs fixing. But I know a couple guys.
It gets pretty warm out there, I bet.
Yeah, definitely. Summertime's ruthless.
Yeah, man. Is that where you grew up, or where did you grow
up? Yes and no. I'm actually at my grandma's house right now, so I've been there pretty much my whole life, in and out. But spent some time actually started skating like 3 miles from here in Mirada.
Okay.
And I've lived all over the place, honestly.
Okay.
Too many places to count.
Okay. And Mirada, though.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask
you. 3 miles from here.
Cool.
That's you said when you started, that's where you were born, or that's where skating started?
Skating started.
Oh, so where were you born at?
I was born in San Bernardino, and then went home to Jurupa Valley, and then West LA, and bounced around many different places.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Mirada. How did you get on the board? Who introduced you?
There was a kid who lived across the street, and he was skating a curb, and there was just something about it that looked really, really cool. I'd watch it, and even just like a 50-50 grind, you just don't, when you first start seeing, you have no idea what's going on. And I don't know, there's just something about it that looked really cool to me.
That's so rad. And the dude knew how to ollie, or was he just kind of slappy?
Yeah, he could 50-50 the curb. He could probably, do a couple other tricks. Nothing crazy, but
right.
Even just watching him learn was cool.
I remember seeing a guy do I guess it was like a big spin. And I thought that was like,
that would make no sense.
I was like, he did some kind of helicopter move.
That would make no sense.
I was like, I called it the helicopter because all I could think was it looked like a propeller.
Spins. Yeah, that's all it does, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, that was so cool, And then years later, I ended up skateboarding, but dude, that's so cool, man. Yeah, I would dig that if somebody was like grinding curves and stuff like that.
And of course, my mom always laughed that he waxed the curb in front of our house, not his house.
Okay, but he probably wasn't allowed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Dude, would they get mad because like your parents get mad because the curb will get all like nasty or?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that's funny because we would do that too to our neighbors. We'll go in the corner.
You can't mess your own up,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I did, but I painted mine red so no one would park in front of it.
Ooh,
that's a smart move.
So
that's the move right there.
Yeah. So what I did is I rub bricked it, got it all nice and smooth, and then painted it red, and then put the lacquer on it. So it's pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's probably perfect.
Yeah,
dude. So, going back to seeing that guy. How old were you when you seen that guy?
I was like 10. It was pretty early. It's been a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then how did you get a board? Like, what was that like? Was it like swap
Christmas? Just asked. Asked my mom, and she got me a skateboard. I remember had like yellow plastic trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then like next birthday or something, I got metal trucks, and I was like, this is like a real skateboard. Like you get the metal trucks, you're like, whoa, this is like I could actually do something on this.
Okay.
Still couldn't, but
Yeah.
I had the idea.
Do you remember where she bought your first board at? Was it a Swami, Walmart?
Toys R Us, something like that. It was not a good skateboard.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, man, that's the introduction.
It started it. Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's are you goofy or regular?
Regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you first get into like a skate shop?
First skate shop I went to, I was living in the Valley. It was called Green Sector.
Okay.
It was on Ventura Boulevard, and they eventually opened like a music shop right next to it. It was owned by a couple brothers, and I'd go in there with my high school friends, skate rat stuff, and just hang out there all day, watch the videos, never buy anything, ask for free stuff, all the usual stuff. Right. Give me something.
Yeah, can I get a sticker or something?
Yeah.
But that's rad.
Yeah, can I get a sticker? Absolutely.
Yeah, man. But that's rad because like a skate shop, that's the place where kids would hang out.
Yeah.
You know? Like if they didn't let you hang out there, it probably wouldn't have been cool.
No, and it was still at that time too where it was, your skate shop was like your second home. Like, right. You go there after school immediately. You go there before you even go home. You meet up with your friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that place was great.
Shout out to that.
Would they ask you? Would they ask you for like clips and stuff, or when you ask them for free stuff, like, hey, let me see a sponsor video or something?
This was long. It was so hard to getting a clip back then for me would have been like, you need a big old camera, and it was hard, but they'd hook it up with some stuff every once in a while, and once I learned I've always kind of liked editing and putting stuff together. Once I kind of learned how to edit, I'd show them some stuff, but it was all kind of just word of mouth, like, hey, you could do some stuff.
Right.
And, nothing crazy, but bored every few months or whatever.
Show some love and stuff. Yeah. Shout out,
And then you bought stuff there too, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. That was the only place I'd buy stuff. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I remember the first thing I ordered the penny twos, the like big like moon boots, and oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to that, man. Yeah. Were those the S's?
Yeah, the brown ones. I was like, I have to get the brown ones like he wears.
Yeah, I was skating some brown ones, but they're not the pennies, but they're pretty much the OG XLs.
Oh, those are, yeah. I had so many pairs of those shoes.
Hell yeah.
So many pairs of those shoes. Every color you could make.
All right. Were there any skate parks back then anywhere?
Yeah, I skated at Northridge Skate Park a lot, which now it's apartments, but yeah, there was an outdoor wood park, and it was on the old like roller hockey rink.
Okay.
So the ground was just super good, and they had weekend sessions till like 1 a.m, so we could, we'd go from the skate shop to there and just rarely go home, just try to skate as much as you could.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
When we had the energy,
Yeah. Were you like about 13, 14 around this age, or?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, around 13, 14 is when I really like kind of got a group of friends, and that's when it really was like all we wanted to do was just, meet up after school, get our last class, get our skateboards, go to the shop, and then just, whatever.
That's so cool. Yeah, man. Were you allowed to take your boards to school, or did you have to?
There were a couple teachers that if you showed up early, they'd like hold it behind their desk, and then I remember like stashing in the leaf, in the bushes, and you just stare at that every day. You're like, if I lose my board, I'm screwed.
Man.
Would you ever ditch school to go skate? Like plan to go skate day with your homies or stuff like that?
Maybe here and there, but not all the time. Nothing crazy. No.
Oh man. No, of course we didn't do that. We're good kids.
No, I mean every once in a while, yeah, but not a lot, not all the time.
Because on June 21st, everybody will be like, "Hey, go skateboarding day." Nobody go to school, or everybody will wait till after school and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This was before go skateboarding day, right?
I was gonna say we didn't have that, man.
That didn't exist back then. Exist back then.
Every day was go skateboarding.
Yeah,
National go skateboarding.
Back when we could.
Yeah, I mean, for I guess I was one of the people they call like a latchkey kid, right?
Same.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like your parents just let you be out wherever, So
yeah, my mom just worked, and it wasn't that she didn't want to be. She could, she had to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So it was, there's food at home. Make yourself some food. And be home when it's time to be home, and go to school.
And I was never really too far. The spot that we skated, we called it the lip slide. It was like right down the street from us. So.
Oh yeah, I had a ledge at the apartment complex right next door. I could really, if I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, I would just be there. Yeah, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Little alley spots and little stuff like that.
See, we find a spot no matter what. Skaters, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I turned my whole front yard into a skate park, man. I didn't need to go anywhere.
Why not?
Yeah.
If you can, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And that time we didn't really have cell phones, right? There was no cell phones at that time. So would you have like a curfew when your parents would tell you to come home, or you're on your own? Like.
Yeah, well, I remember when I really started like going out more like on my own. I had a cell phone, but there was no texting. It was like prepaid. I'd call and be like, I'm going here. I made it. I'm going home, and then I'd run out of minutes, so I'm using my friend's phone. Like, we're here, But I mean, yeah, you'd be home at a normal time. You know, don't stay out till midnight on the school night, but not a real curfew, no.
Did you have the beeper era? Did you have the beeper?
No, I wanted one. I was too young. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing them, but there was just no need. Like, no.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
Who'd beep a 13, 12-year-old?
I had them, and they were like, "What are you, some kind of little drug dealer?" Like, nah, man. My mom's trying to get hold of me.
Yeah, there'd be 2 people that would maybe use that if I had it.
You know, so yeah.
I wanted one though.
Dude, that's so cool. And so local skate parks later on. What would have been one of the spots?
So yeah, Northridge was around like 13, 14, and then when I was around 15, my mom and I moved to Venice. So
okay,
you know the Venice Park, you just can go there all day long. And
okay,
yeah.
Did you skate the old Venice before it got buried, like the tagging, the one that comes out in the Tony Hawk game?
No, I was a few years after
like
that.
The graffiti pits or something. I
Yeah.
can't remember what they called it. Yeah.
No, I was, but still, when there was just the little park.
Yeah, just that little top thing with this.
That thing was so fun.
Really? Yeah.
Like that little, yeah.
That little quarter pipe, you know, they have that.
Oh, I skated there for hours. We would every single day we'd go there all day long. Yeah,
That's so cool. And
that was when it really was like, this is like the only thing I want to do. Like this, like nothing else. Like.
And then you had the view, you know what I mean, at the beach. I mean, you can't beat that. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dang,
So that was
my mom's still at the same place right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was one of your locals right there, Venice Park.
Yeah. I could skate there in like 5 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And then all the little spots around there, the sand gaps and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sand gaps are pretty big, man. They're not that easy to get over.
I don't think they.
And the ledges are so much rounder now.
You can skate one right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they put a tree on one of them, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say the palm tree.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, and I think one's available now. The last time I was there, it was available.
What I've been seeing, a lot of people skating. You know, is the curbs.
The curbs.
Like
yeah.
I just seen a clip this morning of Bev Up. Dude, he did like a back 180, like Willie
so
grind, switch crook.
Yeah.
Insane. Shout out.
Yeah, definitely shout out. I've told him a couple times. I love the way that he thinks about skateboarding. He doesn't just look at something and think the same thing every single skater's gonna do. He's gonna do something way out of the box.
Creative, right?
Yeah,
super
definitely.
creative, and
Yeah.
and he makes it
And a nice dude.
and he makes it look good too.
Yeah, makes it look
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, oh my
Easy.
God. Yeah, the way he could just contort.
I don't even understand it.
I know.
I don't understand it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. So would you consider yourself a curve skater as well?
No, absolutely not.
No?
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish.
I was looking at your Instagram and there's a lot of techie stuff. Like
Yeah. No, shout out my homie Jason. That's our curb guy right there. Our go-to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into it. I want to get better. I don't know. There's something I don't get. I'm missing out on. I'm missing something.
Yeah, like bashing in a curb is not easy to learn, man. Like,
I do it wrong. I've told him I think about it the wrong way and I get hurt. I love it though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The guys that can do it, I could watch that all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
You just gotta like. There's a place I started learning. It had like the tiniest curve where you could just kind of just roll up on, and then once you start learning the little shifty,
there's all that little
There's a
moment
little technique
of momentum that I just can't figure out.
And once you start figuring it out, you take it to a little bit of higher curve, and then you go okay, and then for some reason, and then it helps on a quarter pipe like that. Yeah. Then all of a sudden you're just locking in a quarter pipe, and you're like everything just starts making sense, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we go to that Fullerton garage.
If
you've been there, they got yeah. That place is so fun.
I might have to go there this weekend because
it's supposed to rain.
It's supposed to rain, so I might.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are gonna try to go get some clips.
We were there last weekend when it rained, but we'll go again.
The fact that there's somewhere that you can go and just skate for 3 hours in the rain is always good.
Right. And it's fun too.
I love that place. Yeah, I love that place. We bring my box. Mommy has some rails. It's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, I seen like a bunch of like skate squads just like skating right there. They brought their rails, their box, and everybody was there like.
We've gone there a couple times. There's like 15 people.
Yeah.
Like, that is so cool.
Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Shout out to that, man. Yeah, it's a perfect place to go.
I was gonna say, I seen your Instagram earlier, like clip at Ayala skate park. Do you skate that skate park a lot?
Yeah, I consider that my local now. It's it's not technically the closest, but there's more people to skate with, and there's always someone there to hang out with and film. But yeah, I love that park.
Yeah, that's one of the filmers for that park is Prince, no?
Yeah.
Prince of Montclair.
Yeah. Shout out Prince.
For sure.
Definitely. He's so good. He's another one who thinks about skateboarding way different. Like, he just never tells himself he can. He thinks of the craziest tricks.
Yeah, he's so humble too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Dude, I seen that back 50 to drop nose manny. You like to get tech? Like, are you going like more street skater, vert skater, tech skater, ledges? Like,
I
what do you like?
manuals and I hurt my ankle when I was like 19 pretty bad. And, I was skating a lot of stairs back then, but
Okay.
you kind of have to adjust when you literally just can't take the impact anymore. So
Yeah.
started skating ledges and trying to do more manuals and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I like to tell myself I try to skate anything, but, not everything well.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I stay away from the stairs and the handrails and stuff like that. Not that I ever did too many handrails, but
I keep telling myself now, like, I just had that surgery. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, let's get my, get my core back. But I don't know, man. That shit hurts.
Dang.
What kind of surgery did you get?
I had a bunion surgery, which is pretty common. They just shave the side of your, like your toe bone.
Right, yeah.
On the big toe where it, like, meets your foot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a piece of floating bone removed from, like, the top of my ankle from when I broke it when I was, like, 19.
From skating or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a bunch of doctors and they just told me, oh, we can't do anything. And I finally met a doctor who was finally like, I could take care of you. I got you. Yeah.
And you said you were doing some physical therapy still?
Yeah, once a week.
Damn.
Nothing too crazy.
Right.
I probably don't need to go, but.
No, but I mean, you want to keep them ankles going, man. Especially if you want to
You
keep
have
skating.
to,
Yeah.
You have to.
I mean, they're
an essential part. They're a very essential part.
I mean, like I said, man, I think we thought maybe exercising would have been like, oh, that's not cool. Like you just skateboard, like now we see everybody being like full athletes and they got, what I mean? They're training.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is wild. If we knew like to be like that back then, who knows? Like I might not be so hurt today,
Oh, definitely. We probably look at it so differently. The new wave of like, going to the gym and kids like finding physical therapists and people like that, it's huge.
Right.
Because if you can't move, how can you skate? It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way it's going to work if you can't move your body.
Right. I'll see like all these skaters like skating and then they'll go party, get messed up, and then like go skate. And I was like, dude, that's cool. I want to do that. But now I'm like, no, I want to go work out, get in shape and feel good, Yeah. It's crazy as you get older.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that I don't have to use the alcohol anymore while I'm skating because...
Or at least think that you need a beer to loosen up,
Right. Yeah.
Once it starts, I need it then it's then it might be an issue. But
it all started with me because like I would come to the house and I'd be like, all right, like, is there anything to eat? Nah. All right, I'm just gonna go get a beer real quick. That'll fill me up. And then it became like, oh wow, I kind of got loose at the skate park today. I was feeling pretty good. Let's have that beer again. Let's see what happens. And then next thing you know, that you gotta always have a beer on the session.
And
then,
two, and then
then you
becomes
bring
a habit.
3-pack, and then I got now I'm bringing the whole cooler bag.
The cooler bag. Yeah.
I got the 18-pack in the car. We're going for more afterwards. Woo!
Were you ever that?
Did that?
Were you ever that dude that would take a ice chest to the park or anything like that, or to spots to like have a good time? Or
no, if I was drinking, I wouldn't even make it to the spot. I took way too much time off just drinking, and I had a board, but I didn't really skate, and it wasn't until like a few years before COVID, and then COVID actually really kind of boosted it. Where it was like, hey, all my friends are off.
Right.
We can't go to work. Let's skate.
That's cool.
Let's skate.
The positive out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. My one homie Aaron, if he didn't hit me up and just say let's skate, I could have just kept going. But like, we started going every day, and then once you start going, it feeds itself, and you start getting your tricks back, and you start doing harder tricks, and you're like, oh
get
man,
that fire.
And then it's all you want to do again.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm almost glad I took that time off so I could be 36 and still kind of do it. I know that sounds crazy, but if I was skating for those years, who knows? I could have broken my other ankle or because I was, trying to skate drunk or something. Who knows?
Right. And then now you're probably like filming again, right? Like you probably want to capture stuff and put it on the Instagram. Like I remember not having that back in the day. So once all of these tricks were coming back to me, I was excited to post them and share them, And then
I love it too. Just the little trick that gets you excited, no matter how good it is, or we're all posted. I love that.
Heck yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. Yeah, dude. That's so cool that you turn that into a positive on the time off, and then your homies, are just like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all it takes,
definitely for sure.
All it takes is for you to just get back on that board and get that fire again, get that bug, and you're like, dude, what have I been doing?
Even right now, coming back from my surgery, it's the first day where I could go fast and just push, push as hard as I can. And I was at Ayala at Chino.
Okay.
And that smooth ground is going fast. I was like, yeah, this is the best thing. Not even a trick, not a ollie, just going as fast as you can. I was like, yeah, this is like, there's nothing beats it. Really. It's crazy.
Yeah. I love it, man.
Same. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Getting the 4 wheels back on the ground, just pushing.
Yeah. Just freedom.
Yeah, I'll just go outside and just go do a couple of laps around my driveway, and then I have like the driveway's a little offset, so like I like to do a little bump.
The bump, that's the best.
What they call it, the Chinese nollie or something like that. So
I do that on that little grade at Chino Park. Bounce the board. It's so fun.
Boom, boom. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, that's so rad. Man, but that Jurupa Park it looks pretty good on.
The Jurupa Park's super fun,
right?
Yeah, just you can't really trust the lights to be on.
Okay.
Sometimes there's gum jammed in the coin. It's coin operated.
It's coin operated.
Coin operated, which is already kind of crazy.
Right.
So it's coin operated, and then sometimes they don't work, or there's gum where you can't put the coins in. So I just go to Chino. I know the lights are going to be on. The homies will be there.
That's cool.
That's another thing too, is all the people there, great to skate with, and Prince is always there, down to film. You'll look back all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, I got 3 clips of you." You're like,
what?
I didn't know you were filming me. Like, that's amazing.
That is so cool, man. Shout out to him, dude.
Yeah. That's the kind of filmer you want around,
Yeah.
Someone that's capturing the moments.
Once I know the camera's out, I'm the worst. I'm gonna take 5 tries to remember how to ride my skateboard again.
That's the best.
There's something about it. I don't know, man.
There is times where, like, I know somebody that can just flow and skate really well and, like, hit everything, but then I'll be like, hey, let's get a trick. And they'll be like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, just go. I just tell them, just go. Yeah. Let me try. No, I just want you to, like, go on a free run right now, because that's when you do your best stuff. All right. And then I follow him, and I'm just following him everywhere, and he's just killing it. You're like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Because if he's trying to do this one trick, I'll sit there for like 10, 15 minutes for him trying to get it.
I feel like he's telling my life story right now.
But I'm like, come on, man.
Every time someone says a camera, I'm like, what's the hardest thing I could do and make them sit there for 45 minutes before I get close?
Wow. Yeah.
I I'll look at my one friend and be like, hey, film this manual trick real quick. And we just start laughing. Like, it's not going to be
real quick.
Like, sit down, get a drink. Like, we're going to be here for a while.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's like, they're filming for a project right now, so they gave themselves 2 years, and they've been working on it for about 4 months maybe now or so.
Around there, yeah.
And so, and Peralta's like the other one that's not here today. He called out sick. No,
Couch boy working overtime.
No, he didn't call out sick. He's working overtime. But he's like, once I see you getting close, then I'll start filming you, because then because he's got to hold the camera and it's heavy.
Oh yeah, especially if you're using like a real camera.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, we're just either phones or
it's
GoPro.
The same. It's the one that we use for the
those
show.
Are heavy. Yeah.
So he's following it. He's got the big fish eye on it too. So, yeah, man, it's pretty wild.
It's not
dude.
light. It's not light.
So yeah, you can't get shy when when it comes time to it, man.
Hey, at least it's not film anymore, right?
Oh, I know. Imagine.
I was thinking about it because I like shooting photos too, and just thinking about shooting sequences like manual tricks back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just throwing rolls away and thinking like how much easier it is now with digital. You just go, just delete those last 1,000 pictures. It takes 5 seconds.
I know, and these guys are like, and the way they talk about it, it seems like
like it was free filmer, almost.
No, the filmer would like leave it out all messy just to like make you feel bad. It almost seems to be like, look how much film I'm wasting because
they're bringing old piles from like last sessions. Like, dude,
really, bro? Look at all this. I'm covered in film. You know, I wonder how they haven't done that before as a photo, like have the filmer all covered in film, like it's all wasted. It's like the skater going, I never got it. We'll have to do that. We'll have to edit that out.
Yeah, and then not getting it.
Yeah, exactly.
How many times did that happen?
Probably
you blow 10, 20
times.
rolls and maybe next
and they're
time.
like, we're out of film. Sorry. I only brought 10 rolls, you know, but yeah, good thing we live in this time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely some good to it.
Yeah, there was a time where I remember, like, this is before I was like really friends with Jeremy Ray, and he came to like La Habra skate park, and he was just filming around and stuff like that, and he's like, you got one? And I'm like, oh my God. And I went up and I busted a hill flip first try, and I was like, I remember trying my hard, like, don't waste this opportunity right here. You know?
I can't imagine. Yeah. Jeremy Ray's filming.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, first try. I'm like, oh, whew. Well, I feel like
I'm never going to do that trick again.
And I came back around and I got the front shovey, and then he was like, I'm like, all right, those are my 2 right there. We're good.
Hey, you're like, I'm done. Cut the tape.
We're done here. Yeah.
Hey, going back to the skate park, Jurupa, like, I know they built a new skate park, Paris skate park. It's almost near Jurupa, isn't it? Have you been to that new park or no? Have you heard?
I think it's like a half hour, a little further away, but I haven't been there yet.
Awesome.
I still want to check out that new one in Hemet too.
Oh, Hemet. I think that's the one. Yeah, Hemet.
Yeah, it has like the little like volcano to curb kind of thing.
I heard it's like three levels. Yeah. It's a big park. Yeah.
I want to check that out soon.
Yeah. I heard like the weekend's the best, like in the mornings, because it gets super packed.
Probably.
Yeah.
I like morning sessions though.
Yeah, we gotta start getting there before it gets too hot too, right? It gets pretty.
We're getting into that time. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially out by me.
Man.
It's like 106, 107.
Is that a radio
I'm trying
station?
to be napping by then. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, and then the air conditioning out there or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing. Man.
Gots to.
You have to.
There's been times, man, I've been to places where they didn't have it. You're like, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. When I lived in the valley, we had really bad air conditioning, and it was really bad.
Like this studio, we don't have air conditioning in here, so.
Not yet.
But I worked out something, hopefully, for this summer. Hopefully, it's going to work out pretty well. So, yeah, we're doing good today. I feel fine now.
Right? Yeah, it's not too bad.
Feeling chill.
At least it's not raining.
No, I know.
I'll take this.
I'll take this all day.
Yeah.
All right. What's your board setup? What do you like to ride? What's your setup?
Usually like an 8.2. You get like a board from Pawn Shop.
Okay. Shout out Pawn Shop.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that your local skate shop? Pawn Shop?
Not local, but they have good dudes there, and I like going and saying what's up to Vin and Anthony and all those guys.
Shout out Anthony and Donovan.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, absolutely.
They just opened up a new pawn shop too in Pomona.
Yeah,
dude, that's cool, man. They're doing a lot.
Super good. They did a really, really good job with it.
Yeah. And I heard
all those guys did great. All the dudes in there building the stuff and everything. Yeah.
Right. I heard also like they're building something next to Pomona, the skate park. Like they're building like next to the Pomona skate shop. They're building like a little plaza or something. I don't know if it's true, but I seen someone post something about that.
I think they're redoing the Pomona Park.
Yeah.
Completely. I think that's what they're doing, yeah.
Dude, that's tight.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
It's a pawn shop, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What else do you get from there, or what do you...
8.2, you say? Is it 8.2 only, not 8.25?
Yeah, 8.25, and then I just ride Thunders. I think like 149. I'm the worst when it comes to like all the text details and stuff. I just get like...
You just get...
I think 148s or 49s, and then like 53 or 54s, and... the crappy Bones Reds bearings for some reason. I don't know why. I just keep getting those Bones Reds. I love them.
That's crazy, man. I used those things once, and I was, because I get pretty heavy, especially when I'm drinking. So I pop a bearing. I'm like, oh,
fast.
Man, yeah. But I was like, all right, here we go. And then I finally went and got the Bones, Swiss, and I'm like, man.
Such a difference.
But... And I still haven't got the ceramics because I'm afraid those are going to be my new favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Cause those are way too expensive.
Can't be spending, what, $170?
It's like ridiculous. I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, man, okay. What grip do you like?
Whatever.
Mob. Doesn't even matter how.
Yeah, I like Mob because I'm just really bad at getting bubbles.
Okay.
So the fact that it has the preparation, I'm so bad. Like I could skate my whole life, and I'll still be terrible at putting on grip tape. I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's happened to me a few times. I don't know. I see these kids, they put it like from nose to nose, and then they just. And I'm like,
that's insane.
That would just ruin my. I don't know why I have to.
It would look like a mountain range on my grip tape.
I'm cutting out like the sides with the razor, the razor blade, so that way when it actually lays down, it's gonna be flat.
Or just like making it like stabbing it with the razor blade like 100 times. Yeah.
Dude, all right. What about favorite? Let's go with shoe. Do you have a favorite shoe you skate?
Shoes, yeah. The shoes I have on right now, I think they're Lakai.
Okay.
I think they're called like the Owens.
Okay.
They're a slip-on. Yeah. I was looking for a slip-on just to have something just easier to know. I don't like a lot of flashy details on the shoe, so I got a couple of these and they work.
Yeah. Shout out.
Not too picky.
Yeah, I mean they look thin. They're like what are they? They're not a capsule, right? What are they?
I think they're a Volk. Yeah.
Volk, huh?
Yeah, they don't have the. I've added like some insoles to them because.
FPs
need a little bit of protection.
Man, where were those when I was young, man?
Oh man.
Damn.
Could have saved my back, my knees, my.
Jeez, I would have been hucking way too much back then. But
it's almost good we didn't have. Yeah.
Might have been good, might have been bad. We don't know.
At least you would have been protected.
Yep. Get your FPs today.
Shout out to Footprint.
Shout out.
Cut the check. No.
Cut the check. I'll send them an invoice.
Yeah, all right.
It'll be all right. All right. What about favorite video? Did you have one growing up?
When I was younger, oddly, it was Baker 2G.
Baker 2G?
Yeah, my grandma got me Baker 2G, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was before I bought it. She didn't know what it was, and I'm glad that I watched it without her.
Okay, I was just about to ask that.
I mean, we've all seen Baker 2G. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
That one for a long time.
She would have been like, "You're not doing that, are you?"
Oh man, and I wasn't. I saw it way too young. I was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
No need.
I remember one time I had a big weed poster one time in my room, and my grandma came in, and she's like, "Do you do that?" I was like, "Nah." It's like,
I just have plants.
I go, it glows in the dark because it's one of those psychedelic ones that you put the black light on.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, I thought it would look cool. Yeah.
That's
fun.
What was your favorite part from Baker 2G?
Yeah, that's good answer.
Dustin Dolan.
Dustin Dolan?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. Just the going fast, almost to the point of no control, and I loved it.
He just pulls it off. Man.
Somehow makes it work. Makes it work.
And he had style. Even that little drunken, he's still he's had a little style to it
even
too.
The sketchiness had style.
Which and he always dressed pretty proper. And
then he would do something that it would be flawless, and you're like, it is in there, and she just.
It'll be like a little roll, and then he'll just flip into something huge. You're like, and drop. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's like, what a beautiful.
I mean, that whole video.
What a beautiful flick he has right there, man.
So fast too.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to that dude, Dustin Dolan. Man, he's cool. I met him. I got to meet him before. I think it was at the Primitive premiere we got to go to.
Yeah, I asked him that time if he was gonna have a part in Baker 4, and he's like, no. But then he lied because he did have a part.
That sounds exactly like something he would do.
Yeah.
I met him once back when they were doing those Trans World Award shows every year, and you could just hop over the fence and sneak into VIP because nobody really it was cheap, crappy cheap security who didn't care to protect a bunch of skateboarders. So everybody back in the day going to those and just. Sneaking in and seeing everybody you could ever want to meet. That was crazy.
That's cool. What pros have you met?
A lot.
Huh?
Yeah, living in Venice, they'd always come through and just hang out by the beach, and then a lot. I've been lucky. I'm very lucky.
That's so rad.
I think back to some of the people I met. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, skating as a kid, you like me watching the videos, never thinking I'm gonna personally know some of these guys. You're like, wait a minute, how did that happen?
Well, and even when you kind of not get used to it, but it's like you still see the certain guys, and you're still like, oh, that's Eric Costin. That's crazy. I don't care how many. If you've seen him 100 times, that's still one of the best there is.
I love it because I see people to me he's Eric Costin, but I didn't grow up when I see Sean Sheffield, I'm like, oh, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Everyone has their one guy
But I could see the energy he can bring to the crowd, because I was at the 20-year grill anniversary, I think it was, and he shows up, and you could just feel like people like just trying to get a little.
You always hear that like people like they'll like bring the energy, and you don't know what it means, and you see someone like that, and you're like,
yeah,
oh yeah, like every single person
he walked
turns
in.
their head when he walks in and wants to go talk to him.
Yeah, he's just got that like a what kind of sweater is it, like an old
like
man
Argyle sweater?
Yeah, like an old man sweater on. He's just chill, man. Yeah. I'm like, dude, that's a man right there. Yeah, and then like me, like I know Jerron Wilson now, and he's like, hey, take my number down. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Number on my phone, what?
Well, I laugh with my wife where it's like, baseball, you're never going to go play baseball with like Mike Trout, or you're never going to go have batting practice against Shohei Ohtani. You're never going to go. But like you could be skateboarding and the great, like our greats. I was tripping the other day realizing that like a good majority, other than the ones who sadly passed away early, are still here.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, all the dudes from the street days, or all the Jerron, all the girl chocolate dudes, like you can still meet like the actual greatest of all time, not like some new kid who everyone's saying this is the greatest kid, like the real great, like Jerron and those dudes, like you can meet them at any skate park you go to. It's crazy.
Pretty much, man.
If
you're at the right place, well.
I don't know. I'm
trying to get Roddy Mullen, man. I got a couple of boards I want him to sign.
You got to wake up super. Is it late or early to go skate?
He goes out in the middle of the night to go skate.
3:30 or something. Yeah,
3-4 in the morning. Yeah,
dude, he's like a rare Pokemon. He's a rare Pokemon to find,
He's been doing that forever.
And he'll be in the grittiest areas too. You wouldn't even think. Yeah. Like I love his stories, man. It's pretty rad. So. Wow. But yeah, man, like I swear, like I never thought that I would know some of these guys, like that.
It's crazy.
And like you said, like you're never gonna play catch with a pro skater. No. I mean, a pro baseball player, or like play hoops. So there
might be some, some rare, but not as frequently or as easy. It's
like, and it's so funny because like
when you see them at a demo, they don't have basketball demos where you're like.
Yeah, they'll be older.
Right there.
Like, they'll be like Charles Barkley now, trying to, you know what I mean?
When you don't want to see him. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, but man, dude, shout out to skateboarding and how real it is.
It's the best thing.
And how we can still actually physically grab onto it. You know what I mean? It's there. Yeah. Like you said, dude, that's so rad. You have a dream spot to skate?
Oh man, there's so many out in other countries, but Poods Park. But that's San Diego, so I feel like that's not a real like. Just Barcelona. Just cruise around,
Barcelona?
Yeah, I'd say Barcelona. Just cruising around like the main like middle like area where kind of everything is would be amazing.
Okay. And if you could get a film a trick there, do you know what you would want to get?
Some kind of manual trick I'd struggle with for way too long, and my friends would be. I'd make my friends mad in Barcelona, but hey, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do to bring that trick home.
Something way too hard.
Man, I'll just like that's why I got used to like I don't like asking people because what if I don't land the trick right away, right? Yeah. So I love having my little tripod, and I used to set up my stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do.
I've been trying to do that more lately, just to get something.
Right. So, but if someone's offering a film, I'm like, all right, let's get it. And usually I'll try to do
go
something
through the torture.
Yeah, it depends. There's been times I've gotten lucky and got it pretty quick, but I struggled a little bit on the trick I got on this last weekend. So, but I got it. So maybe I could get something.
As long as you get it, it's not wasting time.
Yeah,
that's what my buddies always say. As long as you get it.
Dude, and it's a good feeling, when you battle it out, even if you have to come back a couple days, or you come back, and then finally you conquer it, you get the trick, you get it on film, and it's just like such a relief, and you feel good. It's an amazing feeling. That's what makes skateboarding the beauty of it, wanting to come back, and I'm like
keep doing it. Even if you're even not filming, even just learning a trick.
Oh yeah.
Like there's tricks I've been trying to learn for who knows how long, and it's like. You finally get that one, which usually comes out of nowhere, and you're like, that very brief moment of like, that was it. Yeah. That was it. That's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Or when
you
you
start fresh and then you just battle again.
Or when you're trying to learn a trick, but another trick comes out and you're like, what? I never even thought about that one. That's the best feeling too.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you lean the wrong way, so you think about something else, and all of a sudden it's like a whole different thing.
Oh, I could get my trucks on here now.
You're like,
what?
You get amazed. It's the best feeling right there.
Yeah, man.
Those happy accidents.
You know?
Happy accidents, yeah. I'd love to bring home some of them.
Hey, I'll take you however I can get it.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah! All right, so nice little Manny trick. Are you flipping into that trick? Flipping out of it?
But if it's up to me, both. I mean, if we're in Spain, you know.
Yeah.
If we're going to Spain, you gotta.
I would think so.
You gotta do something
that's gonna be
a little worthwhile at least.
Yeah, man.
I mean, depending on how long we're gonna be there, you know.
All right,
dude. I turned on Vice last night, and I had Bam Margero's episode when he was building a part again, and he went to Spain. He goes his whole part. He wanted to film it in Spain. Dude, imagine just building a part like that for our own.
That's that's one place where you definitely can do it.
Yeah,
man, that's the goal, man.
You just need the time.
Yeah, and the money.
And the money.
And the money.
And the homies.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool for you to get out there. Do you work on any filming, like for YouTube or anything like that?
Not for YouTube. I've been joking with my friends for a while that like our little homie crew videos coming soon, but just getting clips here and there for you post them on Instagram or whatever. But
you're not stacking anything up for. Do you have?
Not
anything?
yet. I still want to wait a little bit. Wait a little bit longer till I just feel.
100%.
I don't feel as springy right now. So like getting all into certain things. There's definitely some tricks I could probably film, but I just want to feel a little better before I start,
I know exactly.
wasting people's time.
I know exactly how you feel, man. I didn't feel springy at all when we went skating. They had me jump a fence and everything, but yeah, dude, like I do want to maybe start jump roping again. My knees are feeling okay. The weight, I lost a little bit of weight, so so I'm ready to do this, Mike.
Feels good. Then it starts feeding itself, and you just want to do it more.
Heck yeah. If you could have any dream sponsors,
oh man,
as a kid, and maybe like if you can receive a box from somebody,
FA would be cool.
FA.
I mean, I don't know. I like shoes. Lakai would be cool.
All right.
I like seeing those big boxes of boxes of shoes that people get.
Ah, that's so rad. Like Kelly Hart be like, "Oh, check out the new S."
It's like 30 pairs.
You're like, yeah. And then he's like, "These ones I can't show you. They're coming soon."
I don't know, or some, or like groceries.
You're not the first person.
Would be smart. Whole Foods. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not the first person. Somebody said Shell gas station.
Ooh, that's a good one. It keeps going up.
Yeah, that was Jeff the Chasery. Yeah, because he's driving around. He's like a gas sponsor would be dope to keep me going in spots.
Yeah.
Dude, I was gonna ask you about like video parts. Do you have any from the past that you worked on, or anything on YouTube we could see, or anything like that? Or
I have a couple. I have one on my Instagram that I just put out, a kind of like old footage that I had before surgery.
Okay.
So that's probably like the newest. But then I have a couple like longer edits. I don't know if they're really video parts, but I have a couple things that. I have a couple video parts.
Yeah. But everything lives on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram or. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, because I try to look up. For sure on YouTube. Nothing came up. No. I think something came up, but it wasn't you.
I've posted like a couple of videos and like I think just as like drafts or something, but
okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. How did you? What made you choose the Instagram name?
I have no idea. I honestly think I was probably just like
this is funny.
thinking of something. Yeah. And then it got to the point where I just let it go for too long, and I'm like, can't change it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It happens. Do people call you that?
No. Okay. No. I think it's weird nowadays, like everyone calling each other by like their Instagram names, and it's that's.
Hey,
I don't know if I'm just like too old for that, but it's strange.
It is funny though. It does happen.
I've had a couple times, and I'm just like, it's as weird as I thought it would be.
Dude, it'll be like people have their Instagram name, and then out of nowhere they switch it to another name, and you can't really find them when you're trying to tag them, and you're just like, well, what's going on, But I was gonna ask you. I don't think we asked you about who you were skating with when you were growing up, like when you were like first starting. Like, who was your skate squad?
Back in middle school, I was like skating with my friends, Doug and Mike. Those are kind of like the guys every day that we would just meet up after school and go skate around. And then I met my good friend Matt, who I'm still friends with to this day, and we kind of just, that was like the main person. We would just go out and skate, and we'd go to the same skate park. We went to different schools for a little bit, so then we would just meet up and kind of just plan, meet at the skate shop and do whatever. And I don't know, it's been a lot of different people. I've lived in so many different places. It's like there's so many.
Yeah, and you make
so
a lot
many
of
people
friends with skateboarding, man.
Were those one of the first dudes that showed you the roots of skateboarding, showed you like what's up in skateboarding game and stuff like that, or you already knew what's up?
No, probably my friend Nick. I remember my friend Nick. He was actually from where I'm living now, but like just back in the day, probably like 5th grade, which was very young. But I remember he was a little older than me.
Yeah.
And he gave me like a real board and a real setup, and I was like, okay. He took me to a skate park, and he was kind of the one who was like, don't snake people, don't cut people off. Like this is like the etiquette to skating, and
that's rad. Everybody needs that, man.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely need that.
I feel like that should be one of the first things is just how to operate around the skate park.
It is so true, but nowadays, like you got these, some of these kids come with their parents, and the parents maybe kind of like, hey, you can't tell my kid. I'm like, hey.
Or the parents will just sit in the middle on a ledge, and they look at you like you're crazy when you tell them, get up or something like that.
Oh, yeah, we all know we all experience that, kids that just either scooter kids that can turn on a dime, or just, I'm all for them learning, but also learning the etiquette as well, because they don't look down.
We had to.
They don't look around like the whole park. They're just.
Well, and that stuff's all, mainly that stuff's for safety.
Right. Exactly.
Like you're not looking like this, and you're 70 pounds and I'm 230 pounds, and you get right in front of me and I'm going as fast as I can.
I've hit some people before, and I just
I've had to jump over people, wrap them up.
And, try not to hurt them and stuff,
But it's not like, it's not like that stuff's out there to like try to be rude to people or be a dick. It's like it's so nobody gets hurt.
Because the rude
you can get hurt.
Yeah, because the rudeness and the people that were dicks, like back in the day, we got through that, and we're.
I
was like, hey, bro, what are you doing? Oh,
I would see people just you snake somebody one time and they just break your board.
Oh wow, I've heard about that.
That's that.
Yep.
Your session's over.
Mm-hmm. I think the best way is just communication, and let them know respectfully like what you're doing, where you're going, and. Just to keep an eye out, at the skate park, because boards go flying anywhere, bodies go flying, and, you're not paying attention, you're going to get knocked out.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, that's cool that you had that person, though, to show you the rope. Shout out to him.
Everybody needs it.
And the first two guys, do they still skate?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
but
I've seen... I haven't kept in contact, but just like, Instagram friends where you see kind of what they're up to. But no, I don't think they skate anymore.
Yeah, it happens.
More people quit.
And you said you took some time off the board, right? How long did you take?
Oh, man, it was probably, like, we're not, like, regularly skating, probably, like, 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years, yeah.
Just drinking and partying and...
Yeah, I had a 10-year...
Couldn't physically skate,
I was off for like 10 years only because of the fact that I thought at your like 30s, right? I'm like, what are we... I guess I'm supposed to golf now.
Yeah.
Right? So I started golfing. And
you have this idea of age that where you need
you're
to be.
You're supposed to be, right? And then you're like... And then finally my boy got me back on the board, and I was like, man, what the hell have I been doing? And because back in the day in my 20s, people would tell me, oh, dude, how long do you think you can do this for? I'm like, I don't know. When are you going to grow up?
I never even thought of it like that.
And now it's more accepting now, which is cool. Now people are like, wow, you still do that? That's cool.
It's crazy. Just, you just keep skating, and then all of a sudden you think back, I've been doing this for 26 years. Like, that's insane.
It's cool, though.
Dude, did you get like, because we're like started skateboarding in the era of like skateboarding is not a crime and stuff, and like, did you ever get a skateboarding ticket for trespassing or skating at skate park without a helmet?
No, we're always good about like dodging those or talking our way out of it. Or
that's cool.
Yeah, I was never really like I was more of a smart ass than really trying to like press it. So if you started seeming really mad that you wanted me to leave, I'd probably just leave. Like I don't want to get the ticket. I don't want to have to deal with that. I'd rather just come back and get it later.
Heck yeah. And I want to talk about you said you were skating with the P-side guys, right? Or you're helping build some stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. And you're talking.
Yeah, shout out them, man. Those guys it's crazy what they do, and fast too.
Yeah.
They work quick. Quick.
I love it, man. And then you said you helped them build that big, huge quarter pipe up that wall.
They did that in one day. They did that one day, probably before noon.
Wow.
It was drying before noon.
Was that the first DIY spot?
I think that was.
I think it was second one. I think it was the second one. Yeah.
I forget what the first one was, but I think it was very short lived.
Yeah.
But the second one was the nice one with the big wall, and
there was quite a few, right? Because there was they had the Discovery Zone too, right?
Yeah. Those guys have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So I remember, I don't know, maybe if they took help. I think somebody already had built something at the Discovery Zone. Somebody else, and then they just kind of went there and goes, oh, well, do you mind?
Just added,
boom, and it kind of, it's kind of lasted for a while. And then they built the P-side 1, I remember, and then I think that other one was P-side 2.
Yeah, and then P3 is still kind of going.
Okay.
It's like duct taped and cemented, and it's still around though.
Okay. And I also seen this new one, it's kind of like just, I don't know, it looks like levels, right? They put a little quarter pipe.
Is it in the viaduct? Is it the one in LA?
I have no clue where it's at, but it looks like it's just kind of just like a quarter pipe up, and then you keep quarter pipe and maybe a grind.
I think so, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost looks like a planter filled in with just cement.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how fast they get it done, and they decide they're going to do it, and they just do it.
I think he's talking about the Pomona DIY. I mean, the Pasadena DIY. The Pasadena one? Yeah, I think that's the one where they put the planter and the cement in.
Like on the bike path?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a pathway.
Yeah, that one's crazy. And they have the painted snake on it or something on the side, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's too many.
They
work too hard that you can't keep them straight.
And then Instagram just feeds me all kinds of stuff, so I'm just scrolling through everything, and it's
too much almost.
Sometimes. I'm liking this, liking that, you know what I mean? So, dude, so you enjoy skating that kind of DIY spots and stuff like that? That's cool. I've been wanting to go to one.
Dude,
there's some good ones.
Mm-hmm. Kind of sucks how the city came and destroyed it, and then but slowly you guys they're building it back. I drove by the freeway the other day and I seen someone right there with an orange shirt, construction, building something,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I love how they all dress like they're supposed to be there. You know what I mean? That's the best.
It looks believable.
It does. And we had Caleb on the show, and he said that there was some lady leaving them waters and snacks.
The second one, the one with the really big
because they got rid of some bums that were staying around.
Everybody loved it except the person who owned
the property.
The cops came and said, "It's great, it's clean, the bums are gone." The gas station next door loved it because we were all going there and buying waters and buying stuff.
They were making some money,
but the one person who
didn't
like it was unfortunately, I think, the owner.
Of course.
And tore everything down and then just left all the rubble.
Well, yeah, because he has to pay to get rid of it now, I'm sure. So
it was the Grinch.
The Grinch. That's
the Grinch of skateboarding.
Yeah.
The Grinch is still skateboarding.
Dude. All right, dude. What about music? Do you listen to music while you're skating?
Yeah, always.
Always.
I always have some random weird playlist of every different kind of random music you could think of.
Yeah, I feel like it's a cheat mode for me for sure. It puts me in a nice little zone.
Yeah, I usually go. I'm weird about I have to hear things, so I just put the one earphone in.
Same as me, man. I can't go both.
I don't know why. I always get hurt if I do it. I feel like I need a little bit of hearing for some reason. I don't know why.
Especially if I'm at the skate park, I gotta know if somebody's saying, "Hey, watch out," or saying hello or something, because Peralta, he's guilty of putting both in, and I'll skate up to him, and I think we're having the conversation, or he can hear me, and he's like, "What's that?" Oh my god, I've been talking for 5 minutes, bro. But usually, but they have skate off too. Yeah.
But one of my homies has one of those big boom boxes.
Yeah.
So on the weekends when it's all the homies are there, then I don't put my earphones in. So whatever
they're jamming to. Yeah. That happened at the skate spot too. But then I was like, if you're gonna be filming, you're not gonna want that in your clip because
you can't use it.
Yeah, and then you're gonna want to, and then whatever song you're gonna want, you're gonna have to go over that. So, yeah, quiet on the set. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even play music anymore.
I know. Well, I mean, I have mine in, but yeah, dude. Shout out to that, dude. So, what type of band though? What are you listening to? Because you said you had all kinds.
Whatever. A lot of rap music.
Rap music.
Yeah, J. Cole.
Okay.
Stuff like that, but I don't know. It's all over the place.
It's all
pop
over the
music, rock.
Now,
just whatever. I like. I'll just like Shazam songs.
Okay, Shazam.
I just take screenshots of something that pops up and like make a little playlist.
That's cool.
And then I just have way too many of those to go through.
Right. Now I put on Pandora, and Alfaro gave me a little. He was like, "You listen to Pandora still?" I was like, "What's wrong with that?" He made me feel when
you find a good station, Pandora's pretty good.
Hey, I've been using it so long; it knows all my thumbs up. Yeah. It knows all my thumbs up.
It's basically your own playlist
and
at this point.
It might try to give me something new, and I'll be like, "Get out of here, bro! Get out of here with that."
I feel you. I do the same thing.
But I don't know. It might be showing my age listening to Pandora. I don't know, man. What is everybody listening to? What do the kids listen to now? Like
Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay. See, gotta ask the youngsters.
That wasn't the title.
Yeah,
I'm the only one with title. I think.
Title?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't even heard of that. Yeah.
Who would be my bad. Who would be your favorite artist, like music artist?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Of all time, I don't know. I like Pearl Jam a lot, but I'm very like hyperactive, so it always just shifts.
It always shifts.
Could be them. One day it could be Biggie. One day it could be. It's all over the place.
What was the last thing you were bumping?
I think J. Cole.
J. Cole?
The new one, yeah. First person shooter.
Haha.
But then he apologized. Do you see that?
Yeah, I heard
about that. I don't know how I feel about that one.
He didn't want to get shots
I like
fired
being positive.
back.
I like positivity, but I mean, why did you say
he didn't want to get his head chopped off with the lyrics.
That's true.
He was like, "Let me say I'm sorry now before you come back at me and my career's over. Let's hold up." So and nowadays everybody's like, "Aw, that's so nice." And you're like, "No, bro. You gotta."
I get it. I get the message, but you know.
And even if it was just stayed on record, you know what I mean? Like if they could have just had some little, they would have sold more records.
Because they both kind of said that like we appreciate one another. We're just doing this because I think I'm the best. You think you're the best.
All right, yeah.
So it's like they know that there's no real hate. So just
That's why it should have kept. Yeah, it should have kept going to sell more records, man. Downloads or whatever they do nowadays.
Streaming.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into hobbies off the board. What are you doing off the skateboard?
Oh man, too many. Just started playing ice hockey.
Ooh.
Figured why not? 36 is a good age to play ice hockey.
All right.
I like shooting photos. I like playing golf.
Okay, you're a golfer as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very poor, but yeah, poor. But aren't we? Isn't everyone who golfs? Up to a certain level, we're all pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, over time, like I've developed to get all the stuff, But I started off with the champs or whatever,
Oh yeah.
The $200 set, and then you move up to like a $400 set, whatnot, But I'm never going like crazy tileless or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's the way it's, and like we were saying earlier with skateboarding, like there's no really room for like us to start a brand in golf, like how we
it's
could.
hard.
And
it's so hard.
Skateboarding,
there's
people
no
support
way.
you like,
There's no way. It's not
no
impossible, way, but it's
a
very hard. It's a much harder industry to break into.
I trip out because there's a company called Malbon.
Yeah, they're great.
And there's a shop over here in Redondo Beach, and they have a mini ramp in there, in a golf shop. And that's where LD goes, Justin Eldridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and they're big supporters of skateboarding. And I trip out because there's a golf course right here by the studio, and I've seen people wearing,
right there. Yeah.
I've seen people wearing Malbon. I'm like, wow, they're getting pretty popular, man. If it's making it over here to this country club, you're like, these rich folks are wearing it now. So
but I mean, I like doing whatever. If I have a day off and someone calls me and says, "Let's do this," I'm whatever.
That's right.
I'll do it. Rock climbing. I was into rock climbing before COVID.
Okay.
I watched some. I'm the kind of guy that like watches a crazy movie and is like, I want to try that.
I want to try that.
So I watched some like crazy rock climbing documentary and was like,
yeah,
try that.
One of those indoor places where they stop you.
Yeah. Completely safe. I'm not doing the no.
Yeah, and then like me, I could just imagine I'm getting there somewhere and I'm just like, oh, damn, I didn't realize I was this weak.
Well, I'm just scared of height. I got to the top and they're like, don't look down, and I immediately did this and was like, oh.
That's another
thing.
Okay. Yeah, the older I get too, the heights really.
What I don't know what it is. Me too. I used to love roller coasters, and now I'm like,
oh no, I see too many internet.
Yeah. I watch too many bad videos to be doing that kind of stuff.
The carnivals that go, nah.
They just drop.
Yeah.
Full speed straight to the ground. Yeah. I'm good.
Nah, but I do want to talk about the ice hockey a little bit.
Okay.
Because shout out to that dude. Like,
fun,
did you learn to ice skate before you started this, or?
Yeah, I used to go in the summertime. We used to go just ice skate for fun, bunch of friends, get as many people as we could, and go hang out.
And just go to the rink and just.
Yeah, so I've kind of always like messed around with that and just thought it was fun. And then same thing, I started watching like a hockey comedy TV show.
Okay.
It's a bunch of like older dudes who aren't that great, and I'm like,
yeah,
I can do that.
Okay.
And then got some used gear, tried to get some cheap secondhand stuff, and
okay,
it's fun.
All right, and actually, you're out there with the puck and.
Yeah, it's just like it's just kind of like just open like practice. So it's not like not a game, and like there's not always goalies there. But
I would
shooting.
I would love to figure out how it feels to slap a puck into a damn net. Because I have a pair of ice skates. I have my own pair. I used to go to because I used to play roller hockey.
Yeah.
So so I used to have that little flick.
Like Wednesday or Thursday, we'll go.
Man. Where's the spot you go to? Where's it at?
In Riverside.
Riverside?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to remember that.
Do you play in a team or individually?
No, he said you just go there and just kind of just shoot around and just.
It's just kind of like an open practice.
Okay.
It's crazy because they have like the little. It is. They have the like kids camp on the other side of the ice.
Yeah.
And then you look and they're like way better, and you're like, oh.
Well, yeah, they're all shaving.
They're like 7, and you're like, oh. God, you're like, I got a long way to go.
Oh, that's so rad, dude. Oh, shout out to that, dude.
But yeah, it's been fun.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you did play in a team, like because right there you're able to get down and everything. Like, dude, that's crazy, man. That's sport.
I'm the worst because that's like the best part to me.
Yeah.
I always send I always post on Instagram like hockey fights, and my friends are like, "What are you like? Is that all you like?" I'm like, "No, but."
No, but Instagram.
It's kind of cool.
Instagram knows I like it,
but Instagram keeps sending these to me for some odd reason. I don't know.
It keeps you on the phone longer.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you get into this rabbit hole. You're like, damn, look at this guy.
Worst hockey fight ever.
Wow.
Dude, the other day I seen like a fight, but I guess it was like a deadly accident, bro, where he got sliced on his neck. I don't know. They're talking if they did it on purpose.
Yeah. I saw that where the guy flipped over. Yeah, that looked bad.
I've seen a what's it called? Where the goalie get hit once, and then I've seen some guy like go over the boards, and then his skate came up and then hit somebody in the neck too.
Well, because it's hard when you.
I think there's like been 3 incidents that I've heard of that somebody's gotten there.
Well, you know how it is when you fall skateboarding, your legs kind of just flip everywhere. Imagine if you had blades on the bottom of your shoes.
I mean, yeah.
And especially in a hockey game where you're super close.
And they're over there. They're sharp too. These guys are getting in there ready to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
And they're super fast. And,
yeah.
It's dangerous.
It is dangerous, but man, I love it though, man.
It's fun,
the guys are all missing teeth and everything, and just going at it, dude. Man,
I know they all like take off the cage on their mask. I'm like, I'm leaving that on.
Dude,
I don't think I could take a hockey puck to the face.
I feel like it's their thing, like the MMA fighters that have the cauliflower ear and stuff like that.
Like
these
pride.
guys are, that's their pride. You know what I mean?
Like, nah, don't replace my tooth. It's fine. They have like all the health insurance, all the money. They're like, nah, that's all right.
I remember my lady would be like, "Oh, that guy's cute." Then he took his teeth out. She goes, never mind.
Took his teeth out. That's
funny. Yeah, he did. Because it's like they do a photo with teeth in, and then they all take the ones that are missing teeth. Then they do one, and they all smile with the, Man, that's it's funny, hilarious. Man. Yeah. But, dude, that's so rad, dude. And I like the fact that you do, because you mentioned you take photos, a lot of black and white stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Just
I like that though.
I started when I first started. I just kind of put my camera to black and white, and I just started running with it. It's like that classic, you know. I like the older look and.
Look at the Kelly Hart photo right here, Matt. You know what I mean? So yeah, that one's black and white. So yeah, man. I mean, it just gives it like that old school.
Or like, I mean, all the stuff I like to see, or not all of it, but you know,
and there's
way back.
And there's sometimes, you know, you can make your photos from Instagram black and white, but it's kind of not the same as a real like actual black and white photo.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like it can't be really replicated. I feel like
you get black
it
and
comes
white
close, but yeah.
100%.
I mean, wow.
Because there's people now who make filters where they try to make it look like film, and you go, oh, it does.
Yeah.
And then you see it, and you go, okay, yeah, it's missing a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the Chrysler 300 rolling up next to a Phantom.
Yeah.
No.
Shut up, Cat Williams.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Because it does.
I know,
until a Phantom pulls up.
Oh, I love it.
That's good.
Dude, shout out to that, man.
To get him on the podcast.
Oh,
Lord,
he'd be airing everybody out, man. He knew it. He's like, what did he say? He said, that's what. And Puffy want to party, and you got to tell him no.
And everyone looks at him like he's crazy every time.
I know.
It's so wild.
Oh,
it's wild.
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, dude. Shout out to that. All right, Listo, you have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Are we gonna do a random question, Bo, or not?
We could do that after.
Okay, right here. I got like a few questions, bro.
Sure.
You
want to move the camera on?
Oh yeah, I got a few questions. My bad about the camera angle. Let me see. What was I gonna ask, dude? Fuck, my mind's just like.
Racing.
It's just racing now, man. Damn. All right. I got one right now. Who would you like to see next on the show?
Ooh. I'm always just about my homies.
The homies?
My homie Chris or Jason or Ryan. I would say Kyle, but you already had him.
Okay, Kyle Dunbar. Yeah.
Salvador hangs out at Edison a lot. He's
one
another one of those guys.
I like that park. I like that park because it's super mellow,
it's
super
fun,
chill. Yeah, man. And I noticed you're wearing Old Man Skate Crew.
Yeah. Shout out them.
Yeah.
They always take care of me.
Hell yeah.
I love those guys.
Those guys were on the show too. It was
kind of a good one.
Yeah, it was difficult for me. I never interviewed like two people at a time where I was like trying to bounce back and forth and trying to give them both their time. But
no, that was I like that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was good. Those dudes are rad.
Yes, sir. All right. The questions are coming back. So, if you could spend a day with any pro skateboarder, who would it be?
Oh, a whole day?
Mm-hmm. He said a whole day.
That's a long time. I don't know.
You can have a skate sesh.
I just watched the bunt with Ave. I say Ave.
Ave?
I've always liked him, man.
He's a good one.
Ever since back in the DC video, his part in the DC video is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably him. That's just one of the first dudes that come to mind.
Yeah, and Anthony Van Engelen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. That Ave bench too, man. That thing's been everywhere.
We skated that when it was at Edison for a second, and then we went there. I think we went there 2 weeks later, and it was gone.
So you got to skate the bench?
I did. One time. I got a clip, and I'm very proud.
So sick. That's what I'm talking about.
Or twice, no, because they brought it. They had the event with Pawn Shop. I got to skate it twice.
Oh, okay.
Because they stole it back.
Yeah.
Or they took it.
Back.
Abe can't steal his own bench.
Nah, he can't. Nah, that's his.
He just took it from where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing had its
heavy.
own Instagram. It was all over the country. Like it was pretty good.
And then
they're like, "Where's Ace's bench?" Like it was a thing.
And then Tom K. Did you see Tom K. put an Apple tracker in it?
Oh,
and
wow.
gave Abe the email.
Oh wow!
I was like, "Here's your bench if you ever want to know
where it's
and
at."
He like drilled the Apple tracker into it somehow.
That is wild.
Yeah, that was a funny little time. People run around stealing a metal bench.
I mean,
one of those things that makes no sense to anybody that doesn't skate.
To us, it's like
I get it.
Yeah,
I wanted to steal it. I was like, I'll take it to my house.
Man, I
no need for it.
photoshopped it here in my driveway.
That's so funny.
I photoshopped me doing a trick on it.
That's so funny. The thing's so heavy, you literally can't even move it.
I bet, man.
It's so heavy.
I bet, dude. I mean, I couldn't imagine having bringing an iconic thing everywhere with you. You know what I mean? Like you're like, this is it.
That needs 7 dudes.
And it means nothing to the rest of the world, but the skater world. Everybody's like,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And people
some random stairs or ledges or
have a
a
hideout,
planner.
like, you know, like
Where it doesn't make sense to anybody.
The Pier 7.
Pier 7. Psh.
We go on.
I was there a couple years ago. Oh man, it's crazy how many spots are in one
area.
Very, very small area in San Francisco.
I would love to try that little park that they just put too.
Yeah, the little Thrasher one.
The little Thrasher one.
Yeah,
man.
that one's
cool. You know?
I like little mellow parks like that, just in the city. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I think I got 3 more questions.
All right.
All right. Do you have any kids?
Nope.
No kids. Right? Okay. Are you like the only one that skates in your family?
Yeah.
The only skater in the family.
My older brother could like ride a skateboard, but not like any
tricks like that. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
They saw me and were like, "We can't do that. Like, it looks like it hurts." He makes it look like it hurts.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah. Some people, it's not for some people, man. Some people, they love it. They fall once and like, yeah, nah.
I remember the last time I skated the Vans indoor park before it got shut down, and some older lady was there for the first time. She's like, "I've been practicing in my driveway."
Oh.
And dropped in and went straight to her ankle, and I was like,
"Oh no!"
It was one of those ones that you couldn't look at her ankle, and I'm like, she'll never skate again. Like, she was there for 5 minutes. She will never step on a skateboard again. Like, it's not for everybody.
No,
100%.
No.
Wow.
But I'm one of the sickos that like, I don't know. I kind of like falling.
Some people do.
It wakes you up in the morning. It wakes you up a little bit.
I mean, I don't roll.
I don't like it a lot, but
I can't roll out of falls like I used to, man. So it's almost like it's like pow now. It's just done. It's just like a, yeah. So there's been times I've been lucky to get out of some stuff, but and there's been times where I bailed a trick and I didn't even fall at all, and I got hurt the worst. Like I just twisted my knee in a weird way and I was out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's like those wake up calls, huh? Wake up calls, and it's always sometimes like the easiest ones, or like when you're barely warming up. And
because you think you have it, you think you don't need to think about it, and then you get humbled.
That happens.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you remember, but we never do.
Yeah.
We never do.
No, I don't even stretch no more. I got hurt stretching one time. That was it.
I'm the worst. I like touch my toes twice, and I'm like, I'm warmed up.
I just roll around. I just keep rolling around. Try not to get too physical, too quick.
My hamstring pops.
Just roll around the park. Roll around the park.
Oh yeah. All right, I got last question. You got any advice to skaters out there, skateboarders?
Yeah, stay at it if you really love it, and but if it's starting to stress you out, never be afraid to take a break. I feel like there's so much about like skate every day, all day, but sometimes it makes you depressed. You know, you're not skating good and you get bummed and you keep trying to go and then you quit forever. It's like, just chill out for a little or go bomb a hill or, skate to your liquor store or something. But if it stops being fun, you got to figure out a way to just make it fun again.
That's true.
It should never feel like a job or work or stressful or make you angry. Like, we're playing with toys, It's a toy.
It is a toy. Yeah. Yeah, we're not like, if you're not a professional skater and you don't have a deadline for something, I'm like,
just have a good time.
Just have a good time and do it, like.
I feel so funny when I'll get mad or throw my ball. I'm like, oh, that was so stupid. Like the second I do it almost, you're like, oh, that was dumb. What did I get out of that?
Yeah. Chipped your board or something.
Yeah, right. I chipped my $80 board.
Yeah, you're like, what did I do that for? Yeah, but
that was some awesome advice right there.
Just keep it fun. Awesome. That's it, man.
Yeah, man. Always skateboard is always got to be fun for you, man. Because I mean, you might get bored because maybe you just get stuck in a rut. Maybe like me, like I don't go out enough to the skate parks enough. Like sometimes I go if no one's there, like if no one says they're gonna go with me, I'm not gonna go.
That's my hardest thing.
But there's so many times I've been to the park and either I see somebody I know or I make friends there.
Yep.
Easily.
So many days I'll go to Ayala. And there's nobody there, and like the first person that pulls up is Prince, and I'm like, that's it. You need one person.
Yeah.
Just one person that you could skate with or talk to, or.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm like that. I'm hard to. I'm trying to get better about like motivating myself and just.
That's true.
Because it's always fun when you get there.
Yeah.
Like I always just tell myself, just get yourself there. Just. It may not be the best session ever, but there's been so many times where I think I'm too sore, and then I get warmed up, and it's like.
Yeah.
The best session. You're like, how'd that even happen?
Yeah. and you needed that to loosen up. Like it almost,
exactly.
Yeah. You're only too sore because you weren't moving.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
My back was hurting like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, I can't skate. My back hurts."
Uh-huh.
And then I started skating at the skate park, and I'm like,
it got you better.
It loosened it up because I don't stretch.
that happened to me before too with the back problem. Like I just started skating, all of a sudden I'm like, oh damn, I'm all loose now. Good, good to go. All right. I just want to ask you real quick because you said you didn't have any kids. Any pets?
I have one cat.
You have a cat?
Yeah.
All right. What's the name?
Miko.
Miko, boy?
Yeah.
All right.
Boy.
I always have to ask that.
Orange cat.
I always have to ask if it's a boy or a girl because, Chris Roberts has a cat named Larry.
Yeah.
And it's a female
It's
cat.
a girl, yeah.
Yeah. So, like I got to ask, if it knows its pronoun. Oh.
Don't get in trouble.
I know. I shouldn't say
Come
that. On. I know. We're being nice here.
Family friendly.
Yeah, yes. But shout out to your cat. Miklo?
Yeah, definitely.
Miklo, you said?
Miko, yeah.
Miko,
yeah.
Miko.
Miklo would be funny too, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, all right, dude, shout out to that orange cat. Does he get on the skateboard?
He tries, yeah.
He tries?
Yeah, if it's in my room, yeah.
That's rad. All right, before we get out of here, we always ask a crazy question from the bowl. Let's see here. Shake that up for you.
All expenses, vacation paid. Where are you going?
Ooh.
Barcelona.
There we go.
Now it's paid.
now it's paid for.
Now it's paid, dude.
Yep.
Now I can take all the time I want on that manual trick because it's paid.
It's paid. Yeah, that takes a lot of pressure off.
We're spending money. Hell yeah, we made it.
Wait, who are you taking to Barcelona?
My wife.
Of
gotta
course.
be.
Gotta be.
Don't get me in trouble, man.
There's only
How
one
many?
correct
If one
answer.
ticket, the white. Yeah, absolutely.
And
100%.
she's gonna be like, "Really? You picked Barcelona to take me to?"
Hey, Barcelona is beautiful, though.
It is.
She'll
There's
love
plenty
it.
of places. It's a hop, skip, and a
I'll
jump.
even use if I get another person, a friend for her, so she could.
Yeah, exactly. You bring your filmer, and she brings her homegirl.
Double date.
There we
You
go.
know what I'm saying? So then, you guys do your thing in the day, and then at night, you
Go
guys
straight.
do the thing,
Yeah.
So, shout out, man. That's a good one right there. I like that. Barcelona. He
Worked
didn't
out.
hesitate.
It worked out.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. You got any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yeah, all my family, my friends, everybody I skate with on the weekend. I mean, everybody I skate with really, but
Yeah.
we only get Saturdays with the certain group of homies. But
Okay.
anybody I've ever skated with, shout out you.
Shout out to that, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And Listo, shout outs?
Yeah, I got some shout outs. Shout outs number one, shout out God, my family, Where the Locals Sk8, Richard, everybody skating out there.
Government name.
He put the govy
Oh,
on.
OG Sk8 Show. Chris, for coming down, sharing your story, sharing like a little bit of your skateboarding history. And, hope to skate with you soon, either if it's at the skate park or the streets, let's get out there and skate it up. And thank you once again.
Of course, thank you. It's been fun.
Hell yeah. We appreciate that again. Thank you again for coming down.
Of course.
Really appreciate it, especially coming all the way from Jurupa.
Jurupa.
Damn. You got to say that right, man.
That's all right.
Nah, but yeah, I appreciate that. And like he said, I'd love to get a little skate sesh, maybe even go check out that park or Fullerton or whatever. It don't matter. Yeah, it
play
don't matter.
hockey?
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever.
I got to get ready now. And and of course, I got to thank, Listo for holding it down today by himself on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for joining us today. If it's your first time joining us, thank you. Share this out. Share it with a friend. Tell if you or somebody that wants to be on our show, hit us up on the Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8. Or you could hit me up at OG_Skate Show. Till next time. Peace out, everybody.